Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today it is Thursday, September 3, 2020, and we are going to continue our previous lesson of production possibilities curve. So, if you remember, PPC shows the different possibilities of production of the two goods when all the resources are fully employed in the economy at a given state of technology and at ceteris paribus. I gave you demonstrations about two types of production possibility curve. One is constant opportunity cost. Here I am taking capital goods, and here I will be taking consumer goods. This is constant opportunity cost curve. This is a PPC which has constant opportunity cost. Its slope remains constant. And here I said another opportunity cost curve was shown, like here I'm taking capital goods and consumer goods. This is increasing opportunity cost curve. As we move along this curve, its opportunity cost will be increasing. This is increasing opportunity cost. Increasing opportunity cost, and it is constant opportunity cost. Now another which could be there, this is capital goods, consumer goods. This is like this, a decreasing opportunity, decreasing opportunity cost. If you see its slope is diminishing, its opportunity cost previously at the start it is higher. As we move along this line, so this is decreasing opportunity cost. So as far as your MCQs are concerned, sometimes we have this type of opportunity cost curve or production possibility curve, which shows us a constant opportunity cost. When productivity of factors of production that remains constant, then we have this type of production possibility curve. And when we have increasing opportunity cost, then we have, it is bowed outward, it is concave to the origin. So as we move along this curve, its opportunity cost is increasing. But here we have the decreasing opportunity cost when we move along this curve. So it means here the factors of production productivity will be increasing as we produce more of the capital goods. So its opportunity cost will be decreasing. We are sacrificing less of consumer goods in order to produce more capital goods. So today I'm going to do something about shifts of PPC. As we see, a normal PPC is having this shape, which is increasing opportunity cost. As we see, any point below PPC, that is point X, it shows unemployment of the resources. Resources are not fully employed. More could be produced by employing those available resources. So it shows us when economy moves towards PPC on either side, we say actual economic growth is taking place. Actual economic growth. Actual means now we are employing the existing resources because of increase in aggregate demand in the country. People are demanding more goods and services, so whatever the resources are available, if we employ them, more could be produced. So this shows us resources, quantity and quality, that hasn't changed. What has changed? Previously they were unemployed, now they have been employed, so we are able to produce more goods. Now economy is moving towards its full employment or towards full potential. All right. So it is, this point X is also showing us economic inefficiency. Inefficiency means wastage of resources. When resources are not fully employed, they are being wasted. So X point is showing us economic inefficiency. And when resources are fully employed, economy will operate along PPC. So resources are fully employed. So all the points which are lying along PPC, they are also showing us economic efficiency and full employment of the resources. So more could not be produced, like point Z is unattainable within given resources of the country. So this shows what the scarcity or basic economic problem of an economy can be represented by PPC. That's why we are having a matter of choice. Like if we want to produce more of any of the good, we have to decrease another. Due to scarcity of resources, we cannot produce more of both the goods because we don't have enough resources to be employed when economy is already operating along its PPC. So point Z is unattainable. How to attain this point Z? There are different ways. One is called increase in the resources or factors of production. So resources can be increased in quantity, like we are having more quantity of these resources like land. Now different types of raw materials, they have been explored by the piece of land, like gold mines, they have been explored, oil is explored. Many of the raw materials, many of the non-renewable resources, they have been explored by the experts, by the scientists. So when they are increased in quantity or area of the land which is fixed for a country, for an economy, if we are having reclamation of land, we have captured another piece of land, like uh, if our neighboring country is poor, weaker to us, if we are capturing that, if any country is capturing another country, so its area of land can also be increased. So land can be increased in area, or its hidden resources can be explored with the passage of time. So that shows the increase in quantity of land. Another increase in the quantity of labor is with the passage of time. What happens? Population size of the country also increases. So when population increases, ultimately labor force will be continually increasing. Or net immigration is taking place. Many of the workers, they are coming from other parts of the world to do jobs over here in Pakistan at Gwadar port or in Karachi port or in anywhere else, where we have created new job opportunities for foreigners. So labor can be increased in quantity by the increase in population size or by net immigration of the country. Like Canada is opening the immigrations for the foreigners. So what happens? Their labor size is increasing from all over the world. People are migrating to Canada. Labor can be increased. On the same grounds, we can say capital can also be increased in quantity. We are able to produce more capital goods. So when they are more produced, more potential of the country has increased. We can say in quantity and quality, if factors of production are increased, what happens? Our PPC will be shifting outward. So when it shifts outward due to increase in the quantity of factors of production or increase in the quality of factors of production, like their productivity has also increased. Quality of factors of production. Factors of production. So by this, PPC will be shifting out. So we say this is called potential economic growth. What it is? Potential economic growth. Now the potential of the country has increased to produce more. More resources are available. If they have been fully utilized, then our PPC will be shifting outward, which shows us more potential economic growth. More land is now utilized, more is available in the form of raw material. Or another thing which could cause a shift in PPC, that is foreign aid. Foreign aid, it is also a kind of stimulus. Previously, we were not having enough resource to spend to increase the number of goods and services. So when foreign aid is provided to a country, so its potential to produce more goods and services will be increasing. So as a result, PPC will be shifting rightward or outward. That is due to improvement in the foreign fundings. So that is causing increase in potential. Again, we will be able to construct new dams with the help of foreign aid provided to us by the World Bank, by IMF or any of the international lending consortium. Okay, so new dams could be constructed with the help of foreign aid. Therefore, more output could be produced because new energy sector will be developed by the country. Or we are going to have more nuclear power stations to produce electricity in future. So potential of the country will be increasing. Another factor which will cause increase in PPC, that is called foreign trade. Foreign trade means what? International trade. If we are trading with other countries, our possibilities of productions and consumption both will be increasing. Now we are consuming and producing beyond our PPC because now we are buying those goods which are not produced over here in our country, so they could be imported. And foreigners, when they are buying our goods, so our country will be able to get more foreign exchange, more foreign resources will be added to our economy. So when more capital is available, then potential will increase and country's PPC will be again shifting rightward. Okay, so these are called the parallel outward shifts of PPC, how PPC is shifting parallel outward. Another thing which could cause a pivotal shift of PPC, in which we don't have a parallel outward shift, but we can have a pivotal shift or non-parallel shift. That is called improvement in technology, technological improvement. What do you mean by technological improvement? Like here we have capital and consumer goods. Now the technology to produce more capital goods. Okay, we can say here I am taking agricultural goods. If I take, because technology, capital is already a technology, agricultural goods. And here if I take defense of the country, defense items, defense goods. So if technology is improved to produce more of agricultural goods, what happens? Now we will have a pivotal outward shift. Now PPC is showing us, now the potential to increase more agricultural goods has increased, but the potential to produce more defense of the country goods, they haven't changed. So when technology is improved for the production of only the agricultural goods, then it will have a pivotal rightward shift from the horizontal axis. And if we say, here I am taking again agriculture and here I am taking the defense, if technology is improved to produce more of weapons, defense items, then we have a pivotal outward shift from the vertical side. So it depends in which side we are having improvement in the technology of the production of those goods. From that side, potential has increased. Like if we are having better fertilizers, we are having better pesticides, and we are having better technology to produce more of agricultural output, or seed quality is improved, then definitely there will be a green revolution, and we can say we are able to produce more farming output. Agricultural output can be increased, keeping the defense output constant. And suppose in the next time we are seeing that agricultural technology has not been improved for the last many years. Now the defense technology is improved. Army is spending more money on the improvement in technology of the defense goods. Therefore, our PPC will be showing us more potential growth from the defense side. We'll be having better aircrafts, we'll be having better missiles, we are having nuclear weapons. So our defense output will be increasing rather than other products which could be produced instead of defense. So this is improvement in technology and improvement in the factors of production and improvement in foreign aid. So all they are causing an outward shift of PPC. Now what happens when our PPC is shifting inward? There can be the cases where countries' PPCs, they are shifting inward, like their resources are overutilized in the present time, we have consumed many of the goods in present time, but less resources will be available in future. So in that case, I'm saying the shifts of PPC. So there can be the inward shift. We can say the inward shift. Previously, we were having outward shifts. Now, here I'm again taking consumer goods and capital goods. This is a PPC. So if our resources, they have decreased in quantity, there can be the two reasons: man-made disasters, man-made disasters. So when we talk about man-made disasters, there can be a war between the two countries. When two countries are fighting with each other, what happens? We will be having destruction of resources. Many of the resources will be destroyed. So if resources are destroyed, what happens? PPC will shift inward. Economic growth will decrease. Okay. Or we can say nowadays we are having fall in our GDP level because of corona effect. We were having lockdown effects. Many of the factories, they were closed down, schools were closed down. So gradually now we are opening our schools and industries. So what happens? Due to that coronavirus, we have a global decline in the output level around the globe. So our country is also affected. So in that case, PPC will be shifting inward. That is not a man-made disaster. We can say that is a natural disaster. So if there is a natural disaster, what is a natural disaster? Like there is a flood or there is an earthquake. So all these natural disasters are also decreasing the potential of a country, the resources of the country, they will be destroyed. So when resources are destroyed or depletion of resources means what? Like we have overutilized the resources, we are running out of oil, we are running out of many of the precious resources of the country. So when these resources are overutilized, they are depleting or we are having environmental degradations. So overall potential of the country will decline, and we will, if we haven't spent on diversification of resources or diversification of different types of goods, then ultimately our PPC will be shifting inward. So we can say PPC can shift outward whenever the factors available to a country, they are increasing and they are able to produce more goods and services. So then PPC will shift outward. One thing which I want to mention, that is capital goods and consumer goods. We can say there are two types of countries in the world. One is called developed and another is called developing countries. Like the poor countries. The developed countries, what types of goods they are producing in their countries? We can say they are having less population size is less, so they are not producing too many consumer goods at present time, rather they are producing more capital goods. They are producing at this point A. And where less of consumer goods are produced and more capital goods are produced. If I say this is OD, is the depreciation. Depreciation, you might be knowing, this is the wear and tear of the assets. Like capital goods are wearing and tearing, they are losing their value with the passage of time. If we say 50 machines or 50 capital goods are depreciating annually, and this country is producing 500 capital goods. How many capital goods are produced? 500. So its net investment is what? Gross investment minus depreciation. At gross level, it is producing 500 capital goods and 50 have been depreciated. So it's able to produce 450 capital goods. So it means its man-made resource is now accumulating. Its potential to produce more goods in future will be increasing. So when a country is producing more capital items, more technological items, so in future, its PPC will be shifting outward. So the developed countries we see around that they are focusing on the man-made resources, they are producing more of technological product, they are not focusing more to produce the consumer goods. Rather, they import the consumer items from the developing countries, but they try to produce more of capital goods. So as a result, what happens? Their potential will increase and PPC will be shifting outward, and those countries will be showing us more economic growth who are producing more capital goods rather than more consumer goods. Because they are having less population size, therefore they focus more on the production of capital goods rather than the consumer goods. Whereas the developing countries are those who are poor countries. They are the poor countries of the world. So we can say they are mass populated countries. Their population size is very high. Their birth rate is higher. That's why their population is multiplying with a high rate. So they are producing at point, you can say at point B. Again, we have this much of depreciation of 50 capital goods. If you see around, this developing country is allocating resources more on the production of consumer goods. Why? They have mass population to be fed. They need more food, more shelter, more clothing. So their allocation of resources is more towards consumer goods rather than capital goods. We can see around in our own country, it is not producing too much of capital goods, rather it is focusing more to produce on consumer goods. So as a result, if 50 machineries, 50 capital goods, they are depreciating every year, but our country is able to produce only 40 of capital goods. So what is our net investment of a poor country? Net investment means gross investment minus depreciation. So if this country is producing only 40 capital goods, where 50 are depreciating, the previously available machinery, previously capital goods, they are depreciating. Okay, our net investment is minus 10. So when less capital goods are produced, so in future less of both the goods will be produced. Like if we are nowadays consuming more fast food, pizza and burgers, and we are not producing too much ovens to produce more pizza. So in future, less fast food will be available to us. So we say PPC of the country will shift inward if it is focusing to produce more on consumer goods and less of capital goods. So then we say this PPC of the developing country will be shifting downward. We can also use PPC. These are all applications of PPC to represent an economic system. Here I am taking private goods and here I am taking public goods. Now, what type of economic system is followed? If this country is producing more of private goods, like almost all the goods are produced, they are private in nature. We say this is free market economy where government is playing no role. All the resource allocation is done by the private sector, private producers and consumers, they are deciding. Whereas if it is producing at this point where all the public goods are produced, then this point is showing us that this is a planned country. Here we can say it is free market, this is planned. If the case is in between these two, then we say it is a mixed economy. Like private goods are more produced, but government is also focusing on the production of public and merit goods. So application of PPC is that when we are using PPC to show the living standard of the countries, what types of goods they are producing. If country is producing more capital goods, so in future its living standard will be high. And if it is producing more of consumer goods, then its present living standard can be higher, but in future it will be having less number of goods and services, so living standard will fall. And when we talk about the defense of the country, when we are producing more defense items, so our living standard related to defense, that is high. but the rest of the country will not be having that level of consumer goods or other goods to be consumed. And in order to demonstrate about the economic system, we can also use the PPC, in this case, free market economy is that which is producing more of private goods, whereas planned country is that which is producing more of the public goods, and mixed is that which is producing both of them. That's all for today. PPC topic is finished today. So by tomorrow, we'll be starting another chapter, another topic of this first chapter. So keep it in touch, and if you have any question, you can raise in the question answering session. Thank you for today.